Hey, it's Chris, Liege Games. Thought I'd just, throw a quick video out there. I just got one of my favorite publishers' newest games, and that is Bullet with a Heart in the mail. And I just want to show you guys it. So I thought I'd throw this out there. Level 99 Games, you may not always be a huge fan of theirs, but what they do is innovative. They do something different. They've got their own unique style. They've got their own unique universes and IPs, and they stick with it. And so why not highlight it? Because I think it's worth it. So let's take a look. So, it's a solid box. You can see the artwork. It's all about a sort of first-person shooter-esque, head-to-head, but also cooperative real-time bullet game, if you will, where you're trying to remove bullets or organize bullets on your board in order to be the last one standing. And it's a different concept, but hear me out. It's really good. It's 20 minutes. It's 1 to 4 players, and they had a whole lot of Tabletop Simulator out when the game was on Kickstarter originally. It was even a quick turnaround from the Kickstarter, so people are getting it right now, and I think it looks great. I'll show you what's inside. Now, this right here, let me show you. This is a letter in a little nice envelope that is basically just a thank you note saying, hey, look, we're going to be doing stuff from the designer in this universe, the new IP called Cycle 617. And, they don't have to include anything like this. This is just a little touch, though, from a designer like this, or like the little touch that Awakened Realms does. Even if it's not fully for you, or you have, your misgivings about some of those products, it's a little touch that makes people go, you know what, they actually seem to put some effort into a little extra caring about the people that are buying their product in the first place. We're not just a cog to them. So here's the rule book, a shoot 'em up action puzzle game. And the rule book, I've skimmed through it already. It's relatively intuitive, and it's a lot thicker than it looks, mostly because at the end they talk about a little bit of the lore of the characters in the background, because like I said, I think they're going to be playing into this universe sort of like they did the BattleCon one with a lot of their other previous games, with Argent and all the BattleCon iterations, even Imperial. So I think you're going to start to see maybe another of their projects, because they've got 2 or 3 projects that are still codenamed on their website, and I'm wondering how many of them are related to this IP in the first place. A nice little quick setup sheet of, quick summary of what you're doing. Wouldn't be complete without, a little bit of promoting the other products. And then, this is a nice touch, and I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I got the deluxe version. But I think this is probably from a production standpoint. You can see that they've given me all of the cardboard pieces as well. And these cardboard pieces are the column based on the color that the chit is, or the token. And then the number corresponds to how far down you're dropping it, counting it that many empty spaces. And then there's some special ones in here as well, I think. These are pretty big. And I'm looking at the insert right now on my lap, and I just wonder if it's one of those games where if you would have made these a little bit smaller, or if you would have excluded these, and, could you have done a half-size sheet so you can see the different colors here, just in terms of what you're actually going to be getting. There's a whole bunch of different stuff here. And some of these are the adaptable powers that you can get within the game. And so here's a few more examples of that. How you're basically going to be manipulating the bullets in order to not allow them to get to the bottom, because if they get to the bottom, that's where you lose health points. And then you have just this big tracker. So, level 99 Games has always done well from a component standpoint. I don't think anyone's going to argue that's ever been an issue. And then you have a little bit of your player boards here is what it looks like. And here you go. Get a little bit of everything here. And, from level 99 Games, the artwork is fantastic. The coloration scheme is ridiculous. So again, there's never been any issue from there, and you can see these are all heroines, and that's the main theme of this. And then you start to get to these sideboards that have some of the pattern recognition that I was mentioning earlier that you can sort of see, and you can see there's empty spots here where you can be placing them. And then these are your action points on the left side there to count the number of energies, or, you know, for your abilities, they each cost a certain amount of action points, so you can sort of track it from that side of things. And then at the back very here is the bottom where you're going to be actually slotting those tokens that I mentioned. And then you can start to see what happens at the bottom. They point to the area where your life points would be. So you know that when you get to the bottom there, you slide it over and mark one of your health points. When all of your health points are covered, you're dead, or you're out, whatever. This is a little bit of a bag builder, because what you're doing is you're pulling these tokens out of the bag. And so they've got a central bag, sort of the central storage for all of them. And then just some very nice cloth bags. I mean, these are just very nice, not cheap at all. The real solid quality to them. Now, here is where the deluxe version comes in, and I wonder again, the only thing I might want to know is if they could have a little bit of a smaller box, because I've noticed, especially lately, boxes are horribly sized. Horribly. But here you can kind of see what the cardboard ones look like. And they're the same thing. They're just the different colors. There's a little bit of star tokens on some of these, so the star tokens give you an extra AP, and they give some of your characters extra abilities. And, you know, there's the yellow, there's the blue, there's the pink, and then you have the special black ones too. So you've got all those. And then at the end here, obviously you're going to need all your cards, and your cards are your special abilities for your characters. And so it tells you exactly how you'd be doing this. So you need to have, like, on this one, for example, the moonshot, you need to have those bottom 3 filled and those top 3 empty. And if you have that, you get to remove certain ones. And so you can see who's going to be getting this power. And, you know, there's bosses that you can be fighting too. It's noted the boss pattern, so you can play cooperatively or competitively. And so then, you know, they have the nice little reference cards. And who doesn't love the nice little reference cards here? And what you can see here is that on that other moonshine one that I just showed you, we'll just show it up for comparison's sake here, so you can get a little bit better sense of what both of them are. So you can have any bullets in the circles, and then if you have those 3 full, you can clear ones from the little star places. So that's how you're going to be using these special abilities, to kind of see how you can manipulate the board. And some of those other powers that I showed you allow you to manipulate the bullets in the board, or the bullets you're bringing in. And, you know, when you're playing one-on-one, those bullets that you're clearing then go put on the other person's pile as the incoming bullets. So, you know, you want to maybe choose which ones you're doing in that sense, if you know that they're getting full in one column and not another. All of that sort of thing. And they throw in a nice little poster here at the end too. It actually says poster enclosed right here. You can kind of see, excuse those falling, I don't really care. But they threw it in there so you can kind of be aware, like, oh, hey guys, this poster is here, and don't forget about it. So here you go, just some nice artwork here. Little freebie. So, nothing spectacular, nothing I'm going to hang on my wall, but, you know, it's cool. So that's it. I mean, that's Bullet. That is the summary, that's the overview, that's the unboxing. Like I said, I'm a huge level 99 fan, and apparently this plays super quick, and the early reviews on this are super positive, so once I play it, I might even put a formal review out here. If you like it, support level 99 games. They do good stuff, even though a lot of their stuff is hit or miss for a lot of people. They do stuff that's out of the box, they do stuff that's exciting. It's just not always for you. And thankfully for me, some of it is. So, as you can see, with the Millennium Blade sitting way back there, and the Battlecon sitting right there, and now the Bullet sitting down there. So, anyway, that's it. Hope you liked it. See you around. Stay classy.